جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة بنور هداه جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة
Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reports that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said something to the effect, "Verily, my nation will be afflicted by the disease of previous nations." The Sahaba radiallahu anhum asked, "O Messenger of Allah, what is the disease of previous nations?" Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam replied, "Wickedness, arrogance, turning their backs to one another, competing for worldly possessions, hating each other, and miserliness, until there will be oppression and there will be bloodshed." Narcissism is the catchphrase of the 21st century. In the past, such people may have been labeled as arrogant, know-it-alls, pompous, or even dictatorial. In the course of my studies and then working as a psychologist and seeing patients regularly, I have learned that people with strong narcissistic tendencies are known for certain destructive social patterns. But while most people have at least one type of narcissistic tendency, it is very difficult to label a person a narcissist without a professional diagnosis. Anybody who has had the misfortune of dealing with these types of people may notice that whenever there's a conflict or any type of disagreement, they tend to act in an abhorrent yet predictable manner. Narcissists never develop the ability to identify with the feelings of others, to put themselves in other people's shoes. In other words, they lack empathy. People with narcissistic tendencies are arrogant and self-centered. Narcissists can't deal with reality because it contradicts what they want to be true, and this creates painful emotions. As a coping mechanism, they learn to delude themselves that what is real is actually not real, and however they see the situation is real, even though it isn't. Sometimes they truly see it that way. Other times it's just a story they tell themselves and others. And often, the longer you tell a story, the more you believe it, even if initially you know it's not true.
Come on, kids, get in the car.
Dada, I'm going to miss you.
Dada, you can still change your mind and come with us.
How are we going to live without you and Azzy, Dada?
Kids, listen to me. This is something that you have to do for your mummy and daddy. Now dry those tears and give me a hug. And don't worry, we will come and visit all the time. There, girls, get in the car. Mummy's waiting. Fi amanillah.
Did you all really have to put on such a performance for Dada Rashid?
What do you mean, Des? We weren't performing. The kids and I are actually feeling heartbroken at having to leave our home.
Oh, don't be so dramatic, Zaid. You know you can come back to visit any time since the house hasn't even been sold. And the way your father was carrying on, you'd swear we'd left him all alone to fend for himself.
That's exactly what we did.
What's the big deal? He has Aziza, and Dayan did encourage him to find a pastime to keep him occupied.
Mommy, why can't you just show me some empathy for a change? We're all emotional at having to move, but you can't seem to acknowledge that we're feeling. Everything is just about you and how you want us to feel.
Sarah, that's enough.
The day of the move has finally come, perhaps a bit too soon for Zaid and the children, who dry their eyes as they take a final look at the house they were all raised in. The only one of them who does not cast a backward glance at the lives that they are all abandoning is Tasneem. She lacks a certain empathy that is found in most people, but her family are so used to her nature that they do not find it strange that she shows no emotion at leaving the house she has been living in for the past 20 years. It is Sunday morning, and there is little traffic on the road as they drive the 40-odd kilometers from Southwell to Rosewood. Arriving pensively and a bit tearfully at their new house, the kids are amazed to see that their mother had transformed the outside of the house and the garden leading up to it into a beautiful home. Being the children that they still are, they forget their earlier breakdown and rush exuberantly into their new house.
Wow! Mommy, is this the same house we came to see a couple of weeks ago?
Of course it is, sweetie. I just got the builders in to give the old-fashioned entrance a facelift and the painter to change the color scheme inside and out. So it gives the house a fresh look.
It really does look much better than the first time we saw it. In fact, I was dreading moving into it, but now it actually looks welcoming.
Daddy, I'm sure you must have had a hand in changing the window frames and doors to these stunning aluminium ones.
Well, I did suggest it to Mommy, and fortunately, she agreed, my son.
Zaid, you're an architect. Of course you do have good ideas sometimes. Although, I definitely am in charge of the decorating. Now come along, kids. Let's go upstairs so you can all choose a color scheme for your rooms.
Mommy, can I have my walls painted black? I'd love a goth theme.
Don't be ridiculous, see? Black is not a color for a room. As it is, you only dress in black all the time, since you've hit your teens.
Oh, Mom.
I need a bookcase in my room to house all my novels.
No, I'm not allowing any bookcases in the rooms. That's why we have a study. I've ordered a massive bookcase so you can all put your books in it.
But Mommy!
Can I have the other ensuite? Sarah and Zinira can share the communal bathroom, but I need my own because I have to leave for hifz class so early every morning.
Of course you can.
Mommy, I thought you said I get to choose which room I want first.
Sarah, you always get the best of everything.
Duh. Of course, dummy. I'm the eldest.
Come now, you two. No need to argue. Let's just be adult about this, please.
But Daddy...
No ifs and buts. Sarah, the other ensuite is on the side of the house, facing the front of the street. It's quite small and doesn't have much closet space. If you take the room Mommy had planned for you, it's much bigger and has like a beautiful view of the garden, my darling.
Alright, let me see. I'll take it if I like it.
So if I can't have a black room, can we paint it silver?
Caught up in the excitement of the new house, the Rajah family forget their earlier melancholic state at leaving their old one. Tasneem allows the children to share their ideas of decorating their new rooms, but they understand that she has the final say in even the minutest details of planning the house. Zaid is relieved that Tasneem is looking happy again, and even though he feels guilty at leaving his father and sister alone in Southwell, he knows that if he wants to keep his family unit running smoothly, he will have to give in to as many of Tasneem's demands as he possibly can. It has crossed his mind that Tasneem may be a narcissist, but on the one occasion that he mentioned it to her, she just laughed at him and called him insecure.
Dayan! Dayan! Go and see who's at the door, please.
It can't be visitors yet. We just got here.
Mommy, you'll never guess who's here. It's Nani and Nana.
What? But Nani and Nana are only getting back from their cruise on Wednesday.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Oh, what a lovely surprise, Mommy. What are you doing here? Daddy, I thought you were still on a cruise in Dubai.
We got tired of cruising around.
Nana, only you can get tired of a holiday.
1 month was too long to be away from you, see? And Nani was so keen to come back and see your new house.
Zinira, please go and put the kettle on and call Sarah and Dayan down to come and see Nani and Nana. Let's go and sit in the lounge. We're just going to put some plastic tables and chairs in here until we get the truck to bring our furniture, inshallah.
Zaid, I told you, we need to go shopping for some new furniture. We can't bring our old lounge suite to this beautiful new house. It will look like an eyesore.
Des, you know we had to take out a loan to buy this house. We can't possibly afford all the new furniture right now.
If your father hadn't been so stubborn in not wanting to sell the house and move out, we could have easily afforded this house.
That was my decision. Tasneem, not his. We have to find the right buyer that will be happy to keep Abba and Aziza on as tenants. So, until then, I'm not going to sell up. And for now, at least we found some decent people to rent the big house.
Tasneem, I think your old furniture will look perfect here. And besides, you can always go shopping for new stuff once you're sure you're going to be staying on here.
What do you mean, Daddy? Of course we'll be staying on here. Zaid is already working at the new office and I've enrolled the kids in the high school here in Rosewood.
But what if you don't like the new job, Zaid? Won't it be an option to move back to Rosewood?
You must be joking, Daddy. After all the effort of moving, we're here to stay.
Anyway, we had to come and help you move in. This area is lovely, Tez. This house is stunning. I can't believe you got it in such good shape already.
You know your daughter, Mommy. When she puts her head to a task, she can get it all done in no time at all.
Said, if I had to wait for you to see all the interior details, nothing would have got done. We would have moved into a shell of a house and we would have had to sleep on the floor for weeks to come.
There is an uncomfortable silence as Tasneem puts Zaid down in front of her parents, but Zaid just keeps quiet and does not respond to her taunts.
Follow him, give me the signs and told me to be strong when I was a...
It is early the next morning, and after spending their first night in their new home, and Zaid and the kids are up, getting ready for work and school respectively. Tasneem is preparing breakfast and packing lunches when Dayan and Zinira come in and sit down at the table.
Mommy, can I have OTs for breakfast? I really don't want porridge.
Me too.
Don't be ridiculous, both of you. You know you have a long day ahead and you need proper sustenance. Now where's Sarah?
I think she went back to sleep after Fajr.
What? She has to get ready for school. She can't miss the first day.
I'll go and I'll wake her up.
Wait, I'll come with you.
Don't be too hard on her, Tess. She just needs some time to adjust. Give her the time.
The only way she'll adjust is if she gets with the program from day one.
Sarah, are you still sleeping?
Come on, Sarah. You need to get up and get ready for school.
Mommy, not today. I can't.
Of course you can.
But my stomach is sore.
That's just the first day of school, butterflies. Come on, get up. You'll feel better once you've had something to eat.
No, Mommy, I can't.
You mean you won't?
Tasneem, relax. Let her be. What's the big deal if she misses a day of school? I mean, what's the big deal?
Of course it's a big deal. She's in matric now. She can't afford to skip even one day.
But my tummy is sore.
Stop performing, Sarah.
Leave her, Tasneem. She'll start tomorrow, inshallah.
You're always babying her, Zaid. When it suits her, she wants to be treated as an adult. But today, she wants to act like a child.
I tell you, this move has taken a toll on all of us. Sarah is stressed and anxious, and I don't blame her for not wanting to go to school. So obviously, she'll revert to behaving like a child.
Why are you guys talking about me like I'm not here? Mommy, my tummy is really sore. And if I go to school, you'll just have to come and fetch me again when I go into the sick room.
Fine then. Have it your way.
Don't stress, Sarah. It's going to be okay. Inshallah. Once you settle in, you'll love it there. And think of all the opportunities that will come up to you in a big school like the one Mummy's enrolled you at.
I wish I was still in Southville at my old school with all my friends.
Oh, baby. I know it's tough. But you are a bright girl. You'll make new friends. And guess what? You'll still visit your old friends on the weekend when you go down to visit Dada.
Come downstairs and have some painkillers. I have to take Zanira and Dayan to school. But Sarah, this is a once-off. You'd better make sure you're well enough to go to school tomorrow.